Testimony of Thomas Edwin Castillo, former security officer, Dulce base clearance level, Ultra 7. Date of transcription, October 1987. They call me a whistleblower. I call myself a dead man walking. My name is Thomas Edwin Castillo. For 2 years, I was the head of security at the Dulce base in New Mexico. I didn't just work there. I saw the things that would make you question your own soul. You want the specifics? You want to know what's really under Archuleta Mesa? It's not just a base. It's a 7-level nightmare. The structure I reported for duty in 1977. The entrance isn't a gate. It's a garage door built into the rock face that looks like sheer sandstone until the sensors read your retinal pattern. Level 1 is vehicle maintenance, standard garage stuff, nothing to alert the locals. Level 2 houses the trains. We called them tube shuttles. They run on a magnetic levitation system, Mach 2 speeds, silent, vacuum sealed. They connect everything. Los Alamos, Area 51, Datil, Colorado Springs. It's a subway for the shadow government. Level 4 is where the human research happens. Aura research, dream manipulation. I saw scientists there measuring the weight of a human soul as it left the body, but once you pass the security weigh-in station at level 5, the air changes. It gets heavy. The smell hits you, ozone and rotting fruit. That's where the locals live. The castes. We weren't alone down there. I worked alongside them. The Greys. There were 2 types, the small ones, maybe 4 feet tall, drones basically. They did the grunt work. Then the tall ones from Rigel. They were the scientists, cold, clinical. The reptilians, we called them the working caste, native to this planet, living underground for millennia. Humanoid greenish skin, strong. They ran the labor. I had Ultra 7 clearance. I could go anywhere, but I dreaded level 6. We called it Nightmare Hall. The rumors don't do it justice. It wasn't just experiments. It was a chop shop for biology. I saw cages, hundreds of them. I saw humans with multiple legs, like octopuses, grafting seamlessly at the waist. I saw humanoid bat creatures, 7 feet tall, thrashing in glass vats. But the worst, there were furry creatures. They had human hands and human faces. They cried. They didn't scream like animals. They cried like human babies. I walked past a cage once, and one of them looked at me and whispered, "Help me." We were told they were genetic freaks, accidents of nature we were trying to cure. That was the lie. They were the products. The Dulce Wars, 1979. The treaty we had with them was simple. Tech for biology. They gave us lasers and stealth. We gave them livestock, but they got greedy. They started taking more people than the lists allowed. It came to a head in late '79. The security team, myself included, realized the subjects in level 7, thousands of humans in cold storage, weren't just experiments. They were food. The conflict started in the briefing room near the level 7 transport hub. A Delta Force team was sent in to renegotiate. The Draco didn't negotiate. One of the reptilians made a move toward a scientist. A security officer, a kid named Scott, panicked and drew his sidearm. That was the spark. I saw a Grey pull a flash gun. It's a wand-like device, no trigger, just a neural interface. He pointed it at Scott. There was a blue-white flash, and Scott's legs just vanished. Cauterized instantly, he hit the floor, screaming, while his M16 melted into the grating. 66 of our men died in that corridor. I was firing my weapon, but the bullets were bouncing off the Draco's scales like hail on a tin roof. The air was filled with the smell of burnt hair and ozone. I saw Colonel Henderson decapitated by a swipe of a Draco's claw. I realized we couldn't win. I did the only thing I could. I ran to the security office, grabbed the Dulce papers, schematics, photos of the vats, the alien flight manuals, the flashgun diagrams, and I hit the emergency override on the ventilation shaft. I'm the one who got out. I'm the reason you know about the VATs. I've been on the run for 8 years. I sleep with a shotgun. I don't stay in one place for more than a month. They are still down there, and they are waiting. The Greada Treaty, the deal with the devil. Subject, detailed account of the 1954 Muroc meeting. Witness, member of the MJ-12 support detail. It happened on the night of February 20th, 1954. The public thought President Eisenhower was at the dentist in Palm Springs. He wasn't. He was at Muroc Airfield, now Edwards AFB, inside Hangar 27. The atmosphere was sterile. No birds sang. The air was still. We watched the craft land. It wasn't a saucer. It was a wedge-shaped vessel, matte silver. It hummed with a frequency you could feel in your teeth. 3 beings emerged. These were the Greys. Large heads, black wraparound eyes, fragile bodies. They didn't walk, they glided. Ike stood there with the Omnicom group. The aliens didn't speak English. They used a translation device, a black box that projected a mechanical, monotone voice. The offer, they claimed their genetic structure was decaying due to nuclear radiation in their home system. They needed organic material to repair their DNA. In exchange, they offered us the Black World tech. Fiber optics, focused beam weaponry, lasers, anti-gravity propulsion, mind-control countermeasures. The price, they wanted access, grazing rights. The terms were specific. They could abduct a set quota of humans for medical examination. They promised the subjects would be returned unharmed with no memory of the event. They promised to provide a list of all abductees to the MJ-12 committee every quarter. I saw Eisenhower's face. He knew it was a trap, but the generals, they were looking at the weapon schematics like kids in a candy store. They convinced him. If we don't sign, the Russians will. That was the gun to our head. Ike signed the Greada Treaty. It was a physical document etched onto a heavy metallic plate. Gerald Light, a metaphysical scientist present at the meeting, turned to me as the craft ascended. He was shaking. "We have just signed a pact with the darker forces," he whispered. "They will take the technology and they will take the people. And when they stop giving us the lists, what will we do then?" He was right. By 1961, the lists stopped coming. The abductions didn't. And as far as me, I'm still running for my life and sleeping with shotguns, you know. The marathon continues. I switched locations 6 times in the past year. I've broken the NDAs, and now I live with the consequences. Hell, I'm an old man now. Don't have much time left anymore. That's why I'm putting it out there now.